Hey, what's up? How's everyone doing? Hey, hey, hey. Oh, Kiko, how are you? How are you doing, man? Kiko, my friend. How's things in Philippines? Hello, Hakim, how are you? Adan, how are you, man? Hakim, well done, guys. Thanks for tuning into the show. Thanks for tuning into the show. Just let me know if you can't hear me properly, okay? I think the music is a little bit loud. Let me soften the music a little bit. All right, man. Some smoothing jazz cafe music. All right, thank God it's Friday. Thank you everyone for tuning in. For those who are here with me today, thank you so much. It's a Friday night. I hope you guys are well at home. I hope you guys are enjoying your time with your family. You will have a lot of time doing that starting from next week onwards because something has just happened, right? Just in the last 1 or 2 hours, there was a big news that came out. For those who are not aware, later we'll share with you, right? Basically, it's the COVID-19 getting the numbers have been pretty unpredictable, and then more and more cases in Singapore. Hello, Joel. How are you? How are you, man? Joel, thank you for tuning in. Yes, Kiko is here. Kiko, uh, thanks for being around. Just let us know if everything is going well for you in the Philippines, right? I hope things are okay. I hope. Hey, Doc, how are you, man? Edmund, how are you doing? I hope for Kiko that in the Philippines things has been very much controlled, and that you are out there in the streets, not staying at home. Because the last time I chat with you, you were still at home whole day doing doing like hands exercise, lifting weights, right? Or trying to extend the rod, the very small rod, like yeah, tiny weeny, very small little bit part. Yeah. Okay. So how's things? Is everything doing well for you? Is everything back in shape for Philippines? Yes, Adan. I like the jazz music. Makes it more sexy for the Friday night. Hello, Shahira. How are you, man? Wow. Thanks for tuning in from all the way in Australia. Things have been improving in Australia from what I've seen. Right. So hope things are doing well for you. Will there be announcement with regards to SPS? Yes. Today we are going to make some announcement, but that is on the later part of the show. So if you want to know, Joel, tune into the third part, right? You can see from the scrolling liner there, right? They call it the tickle banner, I think, right? It shows you the things that we're going to cover tonight. So SPS is definitely one of the things we're going to talk about. Very, very sensitive topic. Yeah. Julius, thank you for tuning in. Julius, watch out for the hand movement. Okay. Which hand? Left hand or right hand? Left hand or right hand? Hey, so Adan said, what kind of rod are you talking about? Yeah, I also don't know what kind of rod. It's too small already for me to even describe it. Very small, very small already. Yeah, I'll tune in later. Yeah, okay, make sure you come back to the timeline, the third part. But anyway, thank you for coming on. Hello, Azmi. How are you, man, Azmi? Yeah. Hey, I tried out the Pokemon Unite. Somehow, for some reasons, I feel that you guys don't want to partner me. Very bad, are you? You're very bad. Okay. But later we talk about the game. Okay. So Shahira said not in Melbourne. Yeah, earthquake. Yeah, I heard about the earthquake. I'm in home quarantine. Okay. So protests, rising cases, earthquake. Wow, wow, wow. So things are not doing so well over on your part of the Australia side. Yeah. I saw your message on Facebook say you can feel the tremors of the earth moving. Was it your first time experiencing this kind of things happening, like a natural disaster? Not many people can say they have experienced earthquake before. I have experienced an earthquake before. When I was in Indonesia, for some reason we were there for paintball, and we were lying on the bed, playing with our handphones, and then suddenly the earth starts shaking, and then I can see my bed moving. It's a very weird feeling. In fact, your head start to spin a little bit as well, because somehow things doesn't seem to be on balance. Your there's a bit of confusion. Yeah, because things starts to move. Yeah, I've never experienced that before. But luckily for us, when that happened, all of us just ran out of the hotel. We gathered at the hotel, and the hotel was I think we ran down the stairs. We didn't take the lift. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm too pro. No, I'm not too pro. I'm just a noob. I think I'm beginner level 1 only. So I'll try to get a higher ranking. Hello, Winston. Wow, Winston from Falmouth. How are you doing, man? I saw your video of you walking down the Falmouth streets and taking pictures. Wow, some very nice pictures you took. I really hope that at the end of this whole entire journey of yours, you will come back to become like a real media professional. Not that you are not professional now, but professional in a way that you are certified to be a real a media professional. All right. So I believe you have a very bright future there. With all the photos that you took, I was like walking down, walking the street, checking out the girls, the street bars, the gambling zones and all that. Yeah. So Sheila says there's an earthquake in Japan, the hotel shaking scariest. So you experienced that before? Yeah, very very scary. Somehow things will just move lah. Yeah, it's a damn weird feeling. I agree. I agree 100%. It's something that I've never felt before. But when I saw the earth move, I was quite scared. Kiko, I'm well and doing okay. Thank you for updating us. All right, and please. Oh no, not Kiko. That's Winston. Yeah, Winston said I'm doing well and he's doing okay. Has school started? We are all gonna get some certificate as well throughout my 3 years. Yeah, you're gonna get some certs. Yeah. Anyway, the certs are honestly it's not so important lah, right? It's just to me a way to showcase yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, people are looking at the product that you produce. All right, cert or no cert. I mean, like this Steve Jobs quit his college to invent and change the whole world with his smartphone, right? So who cares if you have a cert or no cert, right? A cert is basically, I feel like a doorway to the many opportunities that you can get, right? Because at the end, when somebody start questioning you, say, look, hey, I've paid my dues, I actually spent this year studying that. But come to it is the experience, right? Like for example, if you get a cert in driving, but you doesn't know how to drive, not possible. Once you get a cert in driving, you can drive. I'm just sprouting some nonsense. Okay. Yeah, but a cert is there to certify that you are qualified to do certain things. All right. So still important, right? But when you come into the professional, once you started work, you realize that it's not so important. Right? It's not so important. It's an opportunity to a doorway to your opportunities. I'm in week 2 now, doing some homework. Have you tried the fish and chips of Falmouth? Hey, I actually noticed. So one thing about you being in Falmouth, I actually checked where exactly is this Falmouth location. Realize that it's at the north, south, east, west. About the west, the east, the west, western southern tip of the whole entire UK. It's almost like a fishing village, if I can say. Very good for fishes. I'm sure the fish are like. Why I say that? Because I like to eat seafood. For those who know me, knows that I like to eat seafood. And when I see that there's a place that is very near to the water, then I know that the seafood is amazingly good, right? That's why I asked you about the fish and chip. So if you can let me know if you have already eaten the fish and chip and how well is it, please update us or take some pictures. Yeah, fish and chip, amazing. So fresh here. Yeah, Oyster Festival. Yeah, see? Oyster Festival, fish and chip. Wow, as a seafood lover, like I said, given the opportunity, I will come visit you one of these days. I hope. Okay, I hope. Okay, so for those who are here with us, 9 of you, please help us to like and share. Get this out to as many people as possible. I'm probably going to spend about an hour here. Hello, Azmi. Hi, Azmi from Brunei, right? So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of the things that I've prepared. And hopefully this will keep you guys entertained for the next 1 hour to 45 minutes or even an hour, right? At the end, it's just a place for us to come together to talk a little bit of paintball, keep one another updated about what's going on around the region, but mainly in Singapore because we are from Singapore. And for those who want to know things that are happening in Singapore, this is like the best opportunity and platform for everyone to come in and have a slight understanding of what's happening here. Now, for those who are with us, once again, thank you so much on a Friday night. Help us to like and share. Okay, so for the very first topic that I'd like to talk about tonight, all right, 10 minutes into the show, it's basically to unbox a gift from Thailand. So with me here, all right, about a week ago, I received this small little gift from Thailand. And it says here, it is from, for those who can see, right, it is from none other than a friend of mine from Pattaya. His name is Paul Akin. So Paul, if you're on the show, let us know. Okay. So for those who have tuned to the previous episode of our show, you realize that Paul has actually gotten this small little thing, like an ornament. It's called the Tang Dangle. Okay, and he has sent me a unit of this, and I haven't unwrapped this small little puzzle here. So thank you, Paul, for sending this all over from Pattaya all the way to Singapore. So for anybody who's interested, okay, to find out a little bit more, hey, yeah, Paul is here. To find out a little bit more about this small little ornament here, please get in touch with Paul. Hello, Jason. I hope, Jason, you are at home and not working. Huh? I hope you're at home. Got to find a good balance between work, family, and some of your me time, right? Me time in this case will be playing paintball, right? Fixing cars, right? Scratching other people's car. But more importantly, get rid of that spare tire. You know which one I'm talking about, huh? All right, Jason. Okay, so Paul, this is for you. Okay, for those who are watching, 18 of you, thank you so much for being here. Help us to like and share. I'm going to unwrap this so that everyone can look at this item, which is called the Tang Dangle. Okay, so it's basically an ornament, like a special charm that you can attach to your tank. Unfortunately, I do not have my paintball tank here, so I'm unable to show you how it is being fixed onto the tank. Let me see. Okay, so it's basically just a box. I was looking for some stickers or secret message or some love letters that Paul would like to send to me, but unfortunately, there's nothing inside. Yeah, it's just this small little box here. Okay, so I'm going to open up the box. Okay, so Jason's Chong said, "Kana size simi spare tire." I didn't say spare tire. I just said tire only. I just said tire. You are the one who says spare tire. Okay, I said tire. I didn't say spare tire. But since you say spare tire, then okay lah. So be it lah. Right. So be it lah. I'm not going to deny it lah. Right. Yeah. Better be careful about what I have to say on the show. You know, everything I say is recorded. Okay. So this small little box here. Okay. I'm going to open up. Wow. Oh, you really take a lot of effort to take this out, because now I have to actually find a pen knife, which I don't have a pen knife with me, but I have a scissors. Okay, I have a scissors. So, so for those who are here, and I'm just unboxing a gift that has arrived from Thailand, and this was something that Paul and I spoke about 2 weeks ago, I think, on one of the show, or 3 weeks. It's about this item called the Tang Dangle. It's a trend that is up and coming in US. Okay, so a lot of people are now into this charm, enchantment, blessing, spiritual kind of thing, right? Because even with the Hormesis headband that most of you are wearing for the for the Bruneians, I know you guys are crazy over this Hormesis headband. So, okay, wow. Another, oh yeah, there's a sticker. Wait, I spoke too soon. So, yeah, that's the sticker here. Okay, gonna do some branding here. There you go. Tang Dangle. Okay, go find out about this Tang Dangle. All right, hashtag Tang Dangle. Go find out about something about this Tang Dangle here. Okay, I cannot, maybe I should I stick it to my, wait, let me see here. So, thanks for the sticker. And since we are at this, wow, this sticker also very hard to peel off. What kind of Alex Freggie had it and won? Yeah, that's right, I know. So I'm gonna stick it here. Okay, there you go. No, wait a minute. Let me put in a better position here. How about here? Okay, here better lah. Here better. Everyone can see. Wait. Hang on. Yeah, here better. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this show is brought to you by none other than hashtag Tang Dangle. The spiritual ornament that you can put on your tank whenever you play, and will be sure to shoot out your opponent in no time, right? Tank Dangle. All right, so that's all for the advertisement, but more importantly, this is the thing, all right? Okay, so let me open this up, and then we can see what exactly this Tank Dangle is like, right? So I believe that Paul has sent me 2 pieces of it. Hey, Paul, really, the Tank Dangle is a very small thing. You really don't need to put a bubble wrap, Really, you put bubble wrap, really, using like a what military arsenal, nuclear war head to shoot Singapore. You don't need to, Wow, this is a bit like, you see, too much already, lah. Wow, look at that. Okay, look at this. It's like a small little scroll. Okay, small little scroll cover. Very nice. You can see, very nice engraved. I always say engraved, like emboss. Okay, emboss cover here. I'm going to open this up, guys. I'm going to open this up. Okay. All right, this is just the cover. And over here, it's the Tank Dangle, I believe. It's a small little pouch. Okay, it comes in 2 pouches. There are 2 pouches. I'm going to dig into the other one as well. All right. So, Paul, can you verify with us, right, that if someone were to order this from you, it's gonna be wrapped like that? Is this cover part of the shipment or the item that they're gonna get when they receive the item? Can you verify that? Okay, but more importantly, is this 2 little thing here? They are in the pouches. Okay, let me open up one. There you go. Can you see that? Okay, it's not very heavy. Yeah, that's the packaging. Yep. So Paul has said that's the packaging. So I haven't. I just weighed a little bit. It's probably like 1 gram. It doesn't take up too much of the weight. But it comes with this elastic band here that you can actually hook it to your tank. Okay, it's like a small little ornament, right? Tank Dangle over here. Go check it out on Facebook, and but they are more popular on the Instagram. You can check that out as well. And then there's a smaller version. I believe I saw that the 2 gem are of 2 different lengths. You see, one is longer than the other. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, there you go. Can you see? One is longer than the other. This one is a smaller one. This one is a bigger one. This is less than, I think this is 1 gram, likely. This is definitely less than a gram. Okay. And the clear one seems to be like a small little charm. You see, it's it comes with a small little encasement here, right? Wrapped by this metal wire, and then it ends off with this small little chain, followed by a small little elastic band here for you to hang it on to that tank. Can you see it here? Oh, and this is a different one. All right, this one is more, instead of elastic, this is more like on a nylon rope. See the small little rope here? So this is not elastic, whereas this one is a little bit more elastic. So there you have it, Tank Dangle. So Paul, I don't have a tank here to, hello Marco, I don't have a tank here to actually hook it on, but once I've hooked it on, I'll take some pictures to show you. Okay, I'll take some pictures to show you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at the first 2 Tank Dangle ornament that will get me 100 kills this weekend. Okay, and I'm coming for anyone with this. All right, this is got like special protection for me. Okay, like a special ornament charm. Put it out there. When you put it out on the sun, okay, what happens when I put it out on the sun? Something's gonna happen. What happens when I put it out on the sun? Can you tell me, when I put it out on the sun, what happens? The world is gonna stop spinning. Or yeah, Scott, please be there on Sunday so that I can use my Tank Dangle to shoot you. You can see more colors like stars. Okay, I can see stars. It's not because I get shot on my head and I see stars, right? I hope it's not. I hope it's because I shoot people, other people see stars. I prefer that way. I really prefer me shooting people with my Tank Dangle on my tank and then shoot people on the head and then they start seeing stars. All right, no, not the other way around, please, guys. No, not the other way around. Okay, so for those who are interested to get one of these, please get in touch with Paul Akin. Okay, you'll be surprised that a lot of pro players are already using this, okay, as a chant, as a form of spiritual belief. Okay, so in anything that we have, we are always bounded by some spiritual belief, whether you are Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, Islamic, I don't know what else, Christianity, Jehovah Witness, or whatever, right? We are always bounded by certain beliefs that we have. So this tank dangle is hopefully going to give you a little bit of that belief that you will do well in the paintball field and be able to shoot a lot of your opponents. I'm going to actually paste this sticker on a more prominent area. Cannot. Let's see. More of supporting fellow paintballers. Yeah, and most importantly, I think I've missed out the biggest part. To support a fellow paintballer. Okay, to support a fellow paintballer in his pursuit of playing paintball. Alright, so once again, a tank dangle is kept in this small little casing here. And once you take it out, you have this small little ornament that you hook onto the tank. And we'll see it, right? We'll see this weekend. Wow, now that I have this tank dangle pressure, man, I have to go and shoot a lot of people. Hey, Paul, imagine if I put a tank dangle onto my tank and then I go into the field, everybody starts shooting at me and then I die. Then how? Then your business gone already. Business gone case already. 一见光就要见血. Wow, yeah. Okay, so what Marco say is like the minute it sees the sunlight, okay, once wow, let me be the one to translate. Once exposed must see blood. Okay. He has a better explanation, right? I was thinking, wow, once you see this, I want to exaggerate already, but he already put it there. Okay, once exposed, okay, you must see the sunlight. Yeah. So now you're putting a lot of pressure on me, how? Jialat already lah. I have to go there. Hey, everybody, my xiao Lim Pei got this tank dangle. I go in, wow, then gonna shoot. Then how? I tell you what. If I get shot big time this weekend, I just untangle the, this thing I just untangle it Correct, Paul. You need to come back soon. Okay, once this COVID is over, I think people would have better excuse to shoot you. Wow, see, hey, for the record, guys, I'm going to just put this in one game. I tell you what, I will go there, I'll shoot, and then the referee will say, game over. Wow, immediately take out from my pocket, put the tank and go there. Oh, it works okay. And then if people shoot me, and then I first to get shot out, immediately I remove the tank and go, oh yeah, sorry, I never put a lucky jump. Can work like that. Okay, but guys, you'll see, for those who are at the field this weekend, let me know you want to have a look at this tank dangle here. Okay, please look for me. Okay, put it out in the light and then you can see stars. Wait, put it out in the light. You can see, put it out in the light. Quite blur here. Okay, so Shaira said, which part of the tank does it attach to? Okay, I think it attached to the nipple of the tank. Right? So you attach it to the nipple. You know that the tank nipple, right, always have these grooves that stops the air valve from slotting it all the way, so you can attach it there. So as you play, it is dangling, right? That's why tank dangle. Tank dangle is dangling there. Okay, tank dangle. Okay, so guys, once again, let me know if you're interested, and get in touch with Paul. More importantly, support a fellow paintballer. Okay, help me to like and share, everyone. For those who like my first content, so I've done the unwrapping already. Paul, thank you so much for sending this 2 item over here. It's going to be my lucky charm for the weekend, and I'm sure I'll put it to good use. Okay, anything else that you want to add about this tank dangle? Anything else that you want to let everyone know? Is there like a website that you can attach? Can you put a website, put a Instagram link, and then so that people can click and they know where to find this item, or at least find out a little bit more about the origin of this idea of having a tank dangle? It's a very nice little crystal rock here. Yeah, very nice. I have bigger ones, I have bigger ones. See, I show this one is not tank dangle. This one is to throw at the dog one. Throw at the dog. I have bigger ones. Okay. Hello, Mystica brother. Mystica brother, who are you? Where are you from, Mystica brother? Okay, only IG and myself if you want the item. Okay, so look for Paul. Okay, look for Paul. That's the only way. Okay. Once again, thank you so much, 19 of y'all. Thank you for joining me here on a Friday night. Over the next half an hour, I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about what's happening over in Singapore. And just recently, in fact, just 2 hours ago, there was a very big news that just came out. You guys can find out on Facebook, but later we're going to talk about it. Oh, Louis. Louis from where? Don't tell me you are Louis from Singapore. Michael Louis. Mystica brother. Is it Michael Louis? Maybe it's Michael Louis. Okay. So all right, moving into the next part of the show. Topic number 2. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 4 things, right? First thing is the unboxing of the Tank Angle. Second, we're going to talk about this thing here. It's called the NXL, Woman NXL. All right, so Woman NXL, let me show you something that I've prepared for you. Okay, let me show. Let me show you. Share my screen. There you go. Okay, so this one. What exactly is this? So, oh yeah. Hi, Louis. Hi, Michael Louis. Okay, so in over the weekend, there was as you all know, right, that over at Winter City, Dynasty just won the event, right? So Dynasty won the event, and during this time, this gentleman here, his name is Tom Ko, right? Tom Ko is the founder of the NXL. In fact, he has a lot of experience in running paintball events, right? So NXL is not his only event. Ever since I've started playing paintball, Tom Ko has already been around. Used to be a player, play in the woods, play a little bit of competitive paintball. But over the years, moving into organizing of events, right? So I remember before COVID, during the NXL days, with him, he also brought along Steve Rabakoff, and they came to, I can't remember, was it Malacca? Yeah, I think it was Malacca that I saw him, and he's the guy who's running the NXL event. And over the weekend, these guys have just announced that they are going to introduce a new event, which is called the WNXL. So W as in women, right? So Women NXL. And this is actually a screenshot that I've taken. For those who are here with me, I've already put on my Facebook page. You see the number 4 name, right? So potential league names that they are going to call the league. And you can see that over here, the last number 4 one, they call it the LPPL. You know, what's the LPPL? In Singapore, we got Lampa Lana. Okay, so for sure, this is not a name, right, that the Asians would like, especially the Chinese. The Chinese would not like this because it means it means something. It means okay. So it's very meaty name for us, which we will definitely not choose, right? So yeah. So we can choose other names, that's why it's very important to choose name. I say already, when you guys are choosing the name, especially the acronym, you gotta be careful, you call it, hey, this week you playing or not? Play what? Lampak LPPL lah, play. Then it becomes a joke already. Okay. Imagine you're like, hey guys, join the number 1 women's event in the world, LPPL. LPPL eh. LPPL. Okay, so you cannot tell people my event is called okay. Be very careful. All right. So when you choose names, gotta be careful. Okay, so if you want to find out a little bit more about the WNXL, very easy. You just go to Facebook, you type Women's National Xball League. You will come to a private group, right? In a private group, anyone can join. You don't have to. I don't know why they make it private also, but everyone can join. You join a private group, and then there's a video footage of Tom Ko explaining about the WNXL. So it's a 1.5 hour long video, right? So, but over here, since we are all here today, 15 of you watching, okay, I'm going to tell you guys. In fact, I've summarized the 1.5 hours. I spent my 1.5 hour watching it, so that we can summarize some key pointers about what the WNXL is all about. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so hang on, let me go to the slide first. Okay, so this is essentially what the WNXL is for. Okay, so of course, as we all know, right, that male players are more dominant in this sport, and definitely we have more men players around. In fact, these guys over the video, they just mentioned that over the weekend there were only 14 female players at the event. Okay, I'm sure they didn't think of the event. Oh, wow, Antoine got 14 player, and then immediately think of running an event. I'm sure it's not that lah. Maybe this idea has already been planted in their head long time ago. It's something that they have not been doing, and then they decided one day, you know, the wire just snapped, and then people say, okay, hey, let's go and do this WNXL. Okay, so they're gonna officially call it the Women's National Xball League. Okay, definitely not the LPPL. In fact, I have a friend, his name is Jordan, right? When I post it on my Facebook, Jordan said, hey, is the more that we know that the name is called LPPL, that we want that name to be chosen as LPPL, so that when we attend the event, it'll be funny. Also, for those who doesn't know what LPPL is, it's basically referring to the men's, you know what, the men's something, men's something, and then you reverse it, it's also the men's something. So actually it's like a I would say it's an idiom. It's not an idiom, but like a slang that we always say. LPPL means you are like for what you do this, is like LPPL, like wasted effort. Yeah, wasted effort. Boss sack. Not boss sack, basketball. Like, yeah, like, okay, like, you know lah. So it's like wasted effort, wasted effort. Okay, so means wasted effort. Okay, so in summary, what this WNXL means that, and the reason why they do it is, of course, to increase the number of female players playing paintball across the world, but mainly focusing on the United States. And Tom Cole has a slide that says that, okay, we're gonna try and speak to the people from the International Olympic Council, which is the IOC, and we want to introduce paintball into the Olympics as could be an exhibition game during the Olympics 2028, which will be held in the United States. Okay, so they are trying to make a push for it, but I don't think it's going to be so easy. All right, because you have 7 years. You never know. I like I said, we never know. But in order to do that, you need to have at least 40 countries around the world that are playing paintball, and over 3 continents, okay, of female players. So the 40 countries and 3 continents are for female players. For the men's one, I think it's 70 countries. So if you want a sport to be played by the men, it has to be 70 countries. Now, let me give you a comparison. Okay, netball. Do you all know netball? So netball is actually a female game, right? I haven't seen men play netball one, right? Like Marco said he played basketball, so I know he played basketball because he wrote it there, basketball, right? Then Michael Lewis said he played the ball. Okay, that one cannot say. But for female, right, you play netball, right? But even when netball itself is not an Olympic sport, right? Netball has been around for many years, more well established than paintball, with lots of division association across the world. But even at that level, it has not become something that we see during the Olympics, right? So whether or not paintball can be an Olympic sport, I don't know, right? I don't know. So in that video, he did mention that instead of waiting, he'll rather act on it, right? And then if it gets accepted, then so be it, right? But if it doesn't, at least he has done something to take us one step nearer to it becoming an Olympic sport, right? And one of the reasons why they decided to do that, hey, hello Wayne, is to hey Wan, how are you Wan? Is to make sure that paintball is played across many different countries. So hopefully that can happen. And they have intention to organize 3 events in a year. All right. So next year will be the first event, and it will be an invitational event. So they are going to do what we call as a franchise. All right. So what does franchise mean? Franchise means that it is usually backed by a body. It could be backed by a state, backed by a paintball field, backed by a brand, and then most of these people will have to buy their spot into the franchise. All right, so in this case, will be like San Diego Dynasty, right? Or Houston Heat, right? Those are franchise, and in order to play in the league, you have to either gain promotion or you have to buy your way into the franchisee. All right, this is the same for all professional sports, especially those that you see in the America, right? Like for example, the NBA, right? The NBL, NFL, right? So those are the franchise that the Americans are very familiar and very well established. So there's a whole lot of things into running a franchisee. So in short, a franchise would mean that there is some level of profit sharing as well. So if you are a team that's playing in the league, and if the league earns money through maybe registration, right, spectator, for viewership, branding purposes, streaming, which is very popular nowadays, and maybe also through merchandise, right? The team gets back a portion of that profit if they actually make some money out from the league. So the WNXL is working towards the line, along those lines, right? So in the video, there is also a small little discussion on how many teams there are going to be. So and the format of the game. So from what I've heard, it's going to be a 5v5 game, definitely, because that's where it's going to be played all across the world. And there are altogether about 5 to 8 teams for the initial event. And they're going to have players trying out to recruit players, right? I did a bit of research into this, and I was told that there are already one Russian team that's committed to it. And then there's also going to be a Mexican team that's committed to this. All right. Now, what happens? Why am I telling us all this? Because to me, I look at this as right. Roy always loved paintball. Yeah. Roy loves paintball. I know, because that's why he's on the show. What? If he doesn't love paintball, he'd be watching maybe some gaming thing already, right? So anyway, for those who are here, I am sure you guys love paintball. So what is it for us with this formation of the WNXL? I believe that in Asia, in fact, we have taken a very big step, right? Remember the AGPIC that we have organized, the Asia Girls International Paintball Championship, right? That we have organized and been running it for the last 4 years until COVID came. All right. So we have already taken a lead start in that. From what I see, I think the female sports having to get more female into the game can only benefit the industry. All right. So I believe that is exactly what they are doing. So other than a higher calling, I believe Tom or the NXL is also looking at venturing out to do more than just remaining status quo as to what they have in the professional division. Having more female players would get more eyeballs. Getting more eyeballs would mean more sponsors will come in, and it basically increases a different demographics of the people that are playing in the sports, right? And of course, with husbands and wife playing paintball, right, the husband have no more excuses already. In fact, you don't have to find excuses for being away over the weekend during tournament because your wife is also playing the game, right? So it's better for the men's, I feel. All right. Okay. So that's something that's happening. I believe that in order for us to join 3 tournaments, that will be very tough. Because if Asia were to send one women team, let's say for example, one team from Asia, we call it the Asian Girls or something, right? Because of the fact that it is a franchisee, so you need to send at least a team of players. So I'm looking at like maybe 7 players, right, with a coach, maybe 8 person, and having to travel 3 events in a year to the United States, and might be something that not everyone can do, right? But like I said, the impossible can be possible. It's just a matter of whether you want to do it. So if you want to crowdfund yourself, find a big sponsor who can sponsor 7 tickets worth of 3 events to the United States to play, not including the accommodation, transport, and everything else, food and paints, I'm sure it can be done, but it's going to be a very big amount of money we're talking about. All right, we haven't even talked about paints, right? And I believe that if there's going to be a female team going from Asia, maybe, right, we will get some sponsored paints, maybe 100% paints sponsored, but everything else we have to pay, right? And that will be the majority bulk of where the money is going to be spent on 3 events. So ladies who are watching this show, Yeah, Sheila said, sugar daddy applications are now open. Hey, I tell you, if you crowd fund and you try to do it like the first Asia team playing in a women's professional league in US, first Asia team, and everyone just have to crowd fund maybe, I don't know, like maybe $100 maybe, right, just to see that it happens. You never know, you never know, right? And then find the right people to be able to sponsor a few $100, some $1,000. You never know because yeah, things can just happen like that, right? But of course, I won't say Sheila is going to go and join the LPPL lah. I would say you're going to join the WNXL. Okay, yeah. Back, Sheila, you say work. I'm working while eating. Yeah, working while eating. Yeah, working while eating. Watch the show. It's okay. 8:45. I'm sure a lot of you are like at home, relaxing, have your dinner already. Now's the best time. Okay, so Chehok, you say go to Malaysia, find some Datuk. Hey, Datuk Eng lah, don't say already. Datuk Eng. Datuk Eng can support what? Correct or not? Datuk Eng Hawk, something on, I remember. Okay, so WNXL, very interesting. I personally would like to see that happen because I'm sure it will create a lot of eyeballing. All right. So if you guys want to find out a little bit more, go to the video and watch the video in full, 1.5 hours. There are many. In fact, now that Cheo, you spoke about Datuk, I suddenly remember we have one Datin, Fazlin Datin from Malaysia that sponsored the whole team KTM to WPC. Remember Datin Fazlin? So don't say that it cannot happen. I tell you, it can happen one, don't be too quick to throw your judgment. With the right people, the right resources, the right connection, okay, it can happen, right? Remember Miss Datin, right? Fazlin actually sent a team of professional players to the WPC for 2 years, I think, consecutively 2 years to the WPC to play in Achas League and fully sponsored. Okay, so guys, it can happen. Okay, it can happen. Yeah, connection got to be damn strong. Gao lat, gao, angkat bola. I don't know what angkat bola, like blood brothers kind of thing. It can happen. Okay. Malaysia has too many dato. Yeah, correct. I agree. Yeah, but now we're looking for a Datin Fazlin. I hope that the WNXL news gets to her because I'm sure she'll be one of those that would like to play. She plays paintball, by the way, not just a sponsor, but she plays paintball. I'm sure she also like to be part of this event one. Okay. Now, so if you guys like to watch the video in length, is 1.5 hours. In that video, they also talk a little bit about how about overseas players coming into play. So Tom Cole mentioned that there's already a Mexican team, and I read somewhere on the comments that there's going to be a Russian team that's committed. So I'm not too sure, right? Somebody else in the group during the meeting mentioned that, if you call it the professional women's league, wouldn't that be the highest tier in terms of competitive paintball for the women's gender? And if it is, shouldn't it comprises of all the best women players in the world? And of course, we know that if this is only down in the US, there are a lot more other players around the world, right? Like I know of a few female players from afar. In Luxembourg, we have Veronique, right? And then in German, we have a few other ladies. And then over in Taiwan, we have a few girls that we know. Even in Singapore, right, we have some very capable women. So I'm sure you would like to play against the rest of the higher skilled women players around the world, correct? So somebody asked, if these players are all over the world and they cannot be in our event, how will you still call it like the professional league? So what Tom says is very simple, which I do agree with him at some point, right? And also in my own words, this is exactly what I feel, right? Now, the NBA, as we all know it, is the National Basketball League of Association, right? It comprises of all the best basketball players playing in the highest tier. But of course, across Europe, in Australia, there are also other better players. But everyone else want to play in the NBA. And why is that so? Because NBA is considered, in the eyes of everyone who's playing basketball, to be the best basketball league in the world, right? Because the best league has got the best players, the best team, the best franchise, best audience, everything best lah, right? So if you want to be the best, then I say you have to find yourself a way to play in the WNXL. All right, and this is my challenge to all our Singaporean girls. I know some of y'all are very committed in playing. I also and of course to everyone else in Asia, all the female players in Asia, to go and find yourself a place to play in the WNXL. Maybe, right, not just forming a team to go and play, because that's maybe a tougher. But what if you alone are able to play in these teams and be part of those teams because you are the unique gem that they're looking for in the formation of the team, so that they are playing in the best league in the world, right? So hopefully that is a challenge to you, and you open up some thoughts. If anybody wants some form of like referral or anything, just come to me, right? Just come to me. Let me know. Over the years, I've known some female players who are playing in overseas, in US in particular, and if this interests them, I'm sure people are cracking their brains thinking of how to form their best team already. And if this is a franchise brand, which means it is backed by either the state, the field, or the brand, these guys have got some money to spare, right? Buying a ticket, flying a player over to play might, in my opinion, might be very, very possible. Okay, so I hope that our girls do take up the challenge and make this something that's possible for you. Maybe once in a lifetime. You never know, right? Once in a lifetime. I know some of our girls have played in the Women's World Cup. That already is an achievement already. Now there's something else more. You know, it might be something that you guys want to look out for. Okay, so I'll hope the best for everyone. Okay, so anybody has anything else to share about this event? What do you guys think? A women's event, professional women's league in US that's run by NXL, right? Which is a very big brand in paintball. Anyone else? Has anyone anything else to share? 20 of you watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, halftime show done for you. Okay, yeah, thank you. That's the halftime show. Halftime show over already. So 4 topics, ma. I've covered 2 topics already. Halftime show, correct? Halftime show, ma. Correct not? Come here to see me dance, right? Okay, so the 2 topics I've done already. Now, okay, as you can see, going into my 3rd topic, all right, for those who are playing the MPS, SPS, go share with your friend what is going to happen to SPS. That will be my 3rd topic, 3rd topic of what's going to happen to SPS. Yeah, what seen cannot be unseen, I know. Okay, so one more time lah, for you, only Chao, for you, J-Hawk. Okay, music over. One more time. All right, for you, J-Hawk, for you, just for you, J-Hawk. Wow, that's it. Okay, all right, good. Okay, anyway, more importantly now for SPS, okay? So as all of y'all know, that just 2 hours ago, the government has made an official announcement that all social gatherings has now been reduced to 2. Okay, in fact, we are also as shocked as everyone else because we have already prepared a lot of things. Okay, for players, right? You guys are preparing for the event, but as the organizers, there are a lot more other things that we need to prepare. Okay, first and foremost, writing a proposal, right? Getting approval, right? And then arranging with our referees. The referees have to make room for them to be able to participate in this event. So most of them have already given us their time commitment. So what happens now? Okay, what happens now? Now let me go to the slide. Oh, okay, so this is the slide. This is the slide that I want to share with everybody else. Okay, so so it says here, COVID restriction in Singapore, key changes. All right, so social gathering been down to 2. In fact, for those who are aware, okay, for those who are aware, you can see that this is like an exponential climb. So Singapore has been trying to get us to be the same as like moving forward, right, to be the forerunners in terms of like being an endemic state. So the numbers have been climbing up because of the COVID cases, right? And having around 70% of the population already vaccinated, that's a very good news. And of course, the numbers are increasing by the day as I speak. But the cases of people getting COVID are also increasing. And in fact, these graphs, 186, I can't see. Yeah, 186 that is in the ICU right now. All right. So it's apparently, if you look into the news statement, right, or the news article, is telling people that the numbers have been climbing, and it's putting a lot of pressure on our frontliners, people like the nurses and doctors. Is putting a lot of pressure on them. Our ICU is currently coping well, but they do not want to see the numbers climb up and having that get more people to be infected with this COVID-19. So Chehok say that not really surprising considering that the trend number of cases. Yeah, I think it's bound to happen, right? It's just a matter. It's not a matter of what they want to do. It's just a matter of when they're going to do it, right? So when the numbers climb up, I think that's where the rule comes in. So that's really unfortunate because we are again 2 weeks away from our event. How many total ICU we have here? I've indicated here 186. So one is asking how many ICU you have. 186. Asman is asking, is it the same as outdoor sports? Is it the same as outdoor sports? Okay, so it's when I saw the notice it says social gathering. Social gathering, I think, means social gathering, right? It doesn't say whether you're outdoor, you are indoor, you're behind door, closed door, or whatever. It's just social gathering, right? So social gathering of 2%, right? So how is it going to affect the SPS? Of course, I've said it definitely affect the field as a business because we have been running business in the way of doing it like getting more people is better for the business. But here in this case will be the SPS. So what happened to the Singapore Paintball Series 2021 given that we have come to our last event? Okay, you guys are hearing it for the first time. In fact, I've discussed this with Vincent and discussed with his Jane and the rest of the other gang, and we have come to a decision that unfortunately, all right, with this COVID-19 series case and numbers climbing, and the stoppage of this from 5 to 2, it is impossible for us to run the event. Okay, it's impossible for us to run the event. Our event is on the 10th of October. So given that this regulation will last till end October, it means that this is not possible for us to run the event anymore. Okay, and in fact, this is like the second time, right, that we have postponed the event once from August, I believe, and this is the second time that we are doing it, right? So with that, all right, I would like to unfortunately make an official announcement, which I will do it later in the SPS page. I haven't find the time to put the news out there to inform everyone that the SPS last event 2021 will be cancelled. Okay, right? So it will be cancelled. It will not be postponed. It will be cancelled. Okay, we will do all the refund, right? If there are any money that you guys have paid to us already, we will do all the refund. Hello, Richie. Hello, Erwan. How are you? Haven't seen you for a long time. Don't want to visit. Okay, don't want to visit. Then don't show you this one already. Okay, F&B more worse. Okay, so with that, right? With that, we are going to cancel the last event of the SPS. Okay, now I, like yourself, I'm very disappointed. Okay, I'm very disappointed because having been at the field, I can see that there were a lot of players that have put in their hard work at the field, playing, training for the last event. And given that from 8 we changed to 5, 5 go down to 2, do back to 5, now going back to 2 again, I can tell you that this is not going to be easy for us. All right, this is not going to be easy for us. So we will officially cancel the event. I'll make an official announcement much later. Give me 1 or 2 days. Let me gather my thoughts, find out a little bit from the rest of the other sports and see how these guys are doing, and then come back with an official announcement. Okay, but it also means that if this whole entire situation changes, right? If this whole entire situation changes, we will try to get back as soon as possible, and running impromptu events like how we have done in the case of like Friendship Cup, like Fido already said, right? You can play for the Friendship Cup. Things that we can do and we can get them organized in a very short notification. Okay, but for now we are going to cancel the event and consider that as the end of the event for 2021, and I'll make an official announcement, all right, in the later part of the week. Okay, and you guys can read up from there as well. Okay, so that's gonna come. And let's take a recap of what had happened from the last two events. So, given that we are not going to run event number three, definitely there are some things that I need to do. All right, in terms of prize money, if there's an overall champion, if there's going to be a player of the year, things like that. Well, I'm going to make the announcement much later. But as of now, the standing in this case will be One for Wine taking the top position for the overall ranking. Okay, as shown here, this was taken from Facebook. Previously, we have posted this. But to the team captains, representative, okay, hear it from us. Okay, hear the official announcement from us. We're gonna let you guys know much later. Okay, for now, is stay safe. As the numbers are rising, I don't want to see you in the hospital as one of the 186 people that are there. Okay, so the official announcement will be made much later. So what Richie says is right. Okay, once the borders are open, Team Philippines will come and support you 100%. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the vote of confidence. Okay, for players at the field, as usual, the field is going to still run. We're still going to be operation with 2 players, so 2 versus 2, starting from Monday onwards. And even with that, we will continue to push on until we can no longer do so. All right, we have done so for the last 1.5 years already since COVID. In fact, coming to 2 years already, more than 2 years actually. And we will see what's happening, right? Much later. Okay. If it comes around where we can get the events going, we will definitely see you guys, right? So yeah, Marco, I'm gonna be at the field this weekend. Are you gonna be at the field? Yeah, we can catch up a little bit, talk a little bit about investments, right? I know you're doing some investments, forex and all that, right? Yeah. Share a little bit. Always good to share some information and resources. So for those who doesn't know, this is out of paintball, just a side thing. I'm also into a little bit about investment because a lot of time at home, right? So thinking about what to do and with growing money, given that the business is affected. So I've started reading up a lot over the last 1+ year. So anybody who wants to do a little bit of investment or anything, right? Yeah, you don't know what's going on. You have some money sitting around, you don't know what to do, you want to grow your money it's always good to talk to someone who has already done that and made all the mistakes, and then you can learn. And I'm putting myself out there so that everyone can learn from me. So yeah. Okay. So if anybody wants to know that, I'll be there on Sunday. Okay. All right. So that's all that we have for the SPS. Okay. And for the last part, all right, and for the last part of the show, I'm going to talk about the supply chain. All right. So supply chain for paintball. I've mentioned this previously in the last few episodes, but this time round, I have decided to. Before I go on to the last part, right? I just want to tell all the teams. I know a lot of players and teams are all getting ready for the weekend, right? Because we are all preparing for paintball on the 10th of October for SPS League 3. But last week, right, we encountered the rain, right? There was a heavy rain and everybody couldn't play. You guys got dressed, and then went in, and then after that it started raining and pouring again. So let us make this Sunday a good Sunday. How about that, right? Let us make this Sunday a good Sunday. Since the teams are going to be around, it will be, I don't know, a month's time before we can do the 5-on-5. I'm urging, all right, I'm urging all players, right, whether you are playing in the SPS, not playing in the SPS, or coming down or not coming down, no, coming down for sure, right, to come down on Sunday this weekend at the field so that we can have a final showdown. Okay. Now, of course, having since I say that, I also want to put a disclaimer. Okay, the COVID-19 has no eyes on her, right? It infects everyone when there are a lot more people around. So at the field, if everyone is going to be there, I'm not saying that Monday the virus will come, Sunday it will not come. Actually, it come every day. In fact, now the virus could be lurking around there. But what I'm saying is, given that the regulations only start on Monday and we have Sunday a little bit, the government give you a weekend for some reason for you to go and chong, go KTV, drink pub, drink beer, last meeting, last supper. I don't know what else you want to do. Okay, maybe Sunday, all right, all of us can go there and have a final showdown. How about that? Okay, and I can also use my lucky charm and shoot whoever who wants to let me shoot lah. All right. So let that Sunday let this Sunday be a good Sunday, right? So if you can come by this Sunday, I hope to see most of you at the field, and hopefully we can play a game, and then we'll see what we can do, right, for everyone. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, let the government let you chong, let you chong. Yeah, let you chong. Yeah, one more day. Used to be a Friday, immediately cut already. Now, last time it's like cut means cut. Now at least they give you a weekend. Let you relax a little bit. Let you go and play your 5-versus-5 paintball, soccer, whatever you want. Then Sunday they will stop. Okay. Hello, King Kyong, how are you? Actually, King Kyong is called King Kyong, not Kyong King. It's King Kyong. A lot of people call him Kyong King. Why you reverse your name? Oh, Lim King Kyong reverse the other way. Lim King Kyong. Put a mirror. Invert your name. Okay. Please, KK doesn't mean Kyong King. In case anybody mistaken his name for Kyong King. All right. I've known KK since he was 16 years old, 15 years old, 15 years old, I think. Yeah. All right. Okay. So anyway, back to my last topic. Okay, it's about supply chain. Now, before I go into that, okay, yeah, government already sent memo to COVID to start on Monday only. Yeah, that's why I said I'm not saying that COVID will start on Monday. I'm not saying that, right? The virus has been around for years. 1 year, 2 years already has been around. It's not like until Monday then the virus will come look for paintballer. I'm not saying that. So when you come to the field again, is at your own risk, okay? It's at your own risk. If you want to take your ART measure, go and swab your nose and all that, go and do all those measures. Kangkang. Do you say kangkang? No, you say kangkong. Oh, I thought you said kangkang like nasi kangkang. Hey, David, how are you, man, David? Hey, okay, David. Yeah, David, good to see you. Okay, hey, David, since you are here, and well, unfortunately, we cannot run the SPS League 3 because of the COVID situation. I know you are starting this. Okay, I'm happy that David is here. I don't know whether you have time, but if you have time, do you want to come online right now and we can, like, for a short one, maybe 5 minutes, to talk about the Canyon Cup League? Are you interested to come and share the Canyon Cup League with everyone? I'm very interested to know what the Canyon Cup League is all about, And I'm sure, given that the audiences who are here with me, these guys must be like wondering, wait, so Malaysia situation, what's happening out there, man? We want to speak to a Malaysian who's running a field, and who else better than to talk to Mr. David Gooch? Yeah. So David, if you are around, okay, good. Wow, power. Wow, guys, everyone must come and do this thing already. Okay. Hang on, Let me give you this link that you can click, and I will and you can come online and we can start to talk a little bit about paintball in Malaysia. Okay, go. That's the link. All right. So let me know if you're online, Okay. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, go and like and share the post right now, because we're going to have Mr. David Gooch from Malaysia, Canyon Paintball, all right, founder of NXL Asia, here with us to talk a little bit about what he's going to do over in Malaysia, especially with the new and upcoming league that he's forming, which is called the Canyon League Cup. No lah. Don't everyone click on the link lah. Just David lah. Just David Gooch lah. Yeah, just David. Okay, but for those who are here, just help me to go and like and share. Send this out to as many people as possible. Because we have we have had people from Thailand, from Brunei coming online, right? But right now with David, right, it's a different ball game, right? Because as everyone knows, David runs the NXL Asia, and I tell you, man, all it needs is this COVID shit to be over, and then as soon as everyone start clicking the finger, and then everyone will start going somewhere to play paintball, and we are all hoping for that to happen. All right, and what a better way to hear it from the horse, and in this case, Mr. David Gooch. So David, click on the link if you need to. Okay, so for those who are here with us, be a bit more patient. He's going to get his laptop, comb his hair. No, comb his hair. Okay, no lah. Okay, all right. Hold on. Oh, there you go.
Hey guys.
Be a bit more patient. Hello,
Hey,
Mr. David. Comb his hair.
Lucky I just had a shave yesterday, man.
Wow. Okay, look damn neat, man. Now we can hear some feedback from your phone.
Yeah. Lucky I just had a shave yesterday,
Mute the phone. Otherwise, can hear
How do
feedback.
I get rid of that feedback, huh?
We can hear some feedback. Mute it. Yeah. Okay. Everyone say hi to.
Okay, I got it. I'm back
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Good. Okay. Everyone say hi to Mr. Gooch here. Wow. A lot of people, man. You
Don't
got
need to
fans
say
from
hi, lah.
Yeah. See, everyone like, oh hi, ho ho. See, everyone's like, Mr. Gooch, how are you?
Hey, it's good to see you, man. It's good
Yeah.
to be here. I wanted to come in earlier, but I was on my phone outside with someone else. So
Wonderful.
as soon as
Wonderful.
somebody left, I decided I'd come on. How are you, man?
Okay. Well, for me, nothing much changed. I just grow. Unlike you, you go jogging, cycling. I see all your clips. I'm jealous. My heart is there, but my body just tell me I can't do it. I've been staying.
I just you have to force yourself. You know who I watch a lot? I watch this Navy SEAL guy, David Goggins. I have him. I just love watching his YouTube videos. And that guy really. It's not. I don't know whether he inspires me or he scares the shit out of me. You know what I mean? But every time I watch one of his videos, I feel like I want to go out and run, man.
Okay. And at least it inspire you, You gotta share some of these videos to us,
I will, man. David Goggins, just
Singaporeans are lazy one. Singaporeans are lazy. We want
he always finishes his videos with this. Don't be soft.
Okay. Now it makes sense. I keep hearing you saying this. Don't be soft.
Yeah.
You're referring to trying to tease me about that thing coming soft.
Yeah. No, David Goggins, man.
Okay, so how's things in Malaysia now? I know you guys opened the field last week.
Yeah, we've opened. We had the field going for the last 3 weeks. I mean, we've had a tough year. Actually, we've pretty much been closed since January.
Right.
And the situation in Malaysia with COVID is quite bad. It's probably bad all over Asia, but for us here, because the government is trying to tackle it in a sort of very frontal way for the public. So what they do is they're very heavy testing, and there's they announce daily death rates, and that just scares people. You know what I mean? I mean, you look at some other countries, right? They have different ways of handling it, but we are tackling it head on. So that's really bad for outdoor sports. I can tell you that much. When you wake up in the morning and there's 20,000 people infected and 300 dead. So we had a tough year, but it's coming back. We've opened the last 3 weeks slowly, because like in Singapore, we opened in phases, and Selangor, the state that we are in, has been the gold medalist in terms of cases since last July. We were just leading until So it was like we were the last to come out of it. All these other states like Sarawak, Sabah, and all these places came out of it a lot earlier. So we are finally, I guess in Malaysia, we call it phase 2. So we've gone into phase 2. And in phase 2, outdoor sports, non-contact outdoor sports is allowed at 50% capacity.
Okay.
So
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know whether you are aware or not, right? But 2 hours ago, Singapore just announced from endemic to now we are going to close for 1 month.
I know, that's crazy, right? Yeah, I saw that.
5 to 2. So if you guys are just opening up for 3 weeks, maybe things will start to unfold in a much worse situation if it's not really like taken care of, you know.
Okay, so here, this is after a year and a half of going through this. This is probably what the government has finally decided to do, is to probably live with this situation, like I guess they're going to do in Singapore. So we're pushing for 90% herd immunity, which we expect to get by the end of this month.
Okay.
So with 90% herd immunity, I guess the testing rates will start to go down.
Right.
And so you're not going to see so much of this ridiculous figures of 20,000, 15,000 a day, because they're just going to expect everyone to get it, you know, but you're not going to die. That's the new story. You're going to get it, but you're not going to die, you know. So that's the direction the government is heading in. And honestly, you know, being in the business of outdoor sports, I have to say we desperately have to look at it in that way, lah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have to, like I say, I don't want to sound like a tough guy, but I keep telling people now, look, everybody knows the risks and the dangers. You want to come, you come. You don't want to come, I'm not going to force you, right? So you don't see us heavily marketing, but, you know, yeah, the danger of catching COVID is there, right? But personally, I don't think you're going to die from it if you've already been, you know,
vaccinated
properly, especially if you're fit and you're running every day, man.
I'm running every day. Okay. So it's definitely going to hurt the business a little bit. I mean, like, for sure.
Oh, it's not just a little bit. It's huge, business, man.
I just want to downplay this thing, lah. You know, of course, the impact is huge, but I would like to say that it has hurt us definitely. We're all trying to keep it there, lah. You know, keep our heads above water and make sure things go through, lah. I mean, like if we don't do it, right? I don't know who else, no. Yeah,
dude, I tell you right now, I've been cracking my head because you see the thing to keep paintballers together, and I'm sure people are watching, is. Yeah, we can always skirmish, we can always train, we can always talk cock, but in the end, you want to play an event, right? Everyone is working to play at some kind of an event to get you know, yourself tested against other people that are skirmishing, and you get to play with your own teammates. You get to hit on people, you know, you get to overshoot people. That's what they're going to do. And I've been cracking my head this last year figuring how to get people, because we've also lost so many teams this last year and a half. A lot of people, I don't know whether, you know, I run paintball, pre-love paintball stuff, and you can see people just selling their gear, just getting out of, you know, 100%. You get guys just putting the whole bag on the table saying, take the whole thing, right? So, and you know, the way it works with teams, right? If the main guy gives up, you can be pretty sure 2 or 3 other guys are going to drop out around him. Really? And pretty much a 6-man team is going to be down to 3 guys. And that's pretty much the end of the team. So I've been kind of cracking my head and to figure out how to be creative to keep an event. And so I came up with this Canyon Cup League idea.
Yes, all right, tell us about it.
I'll quickly get into it because, you know, we might as well.
And the league, so yeah, come. Share
it might be something that you guys want to do as well. So it's a little bit of a strange format. We're still going to play Mercy rules. We're still going ahead with NXL rulebook as we do with NXL game. But instead of playing an event on one tournament day like we normally do, right? Now we're going to start with an open division. We're going to play the open division over 2 months. So every weekend on Sunday, we will have 2 teams play their match. So the total collection of all their points will, you know, so it's going to be like the longest ever one division that you're going to see. But I don't know whether you feel me on this, but you understand what I'm going. So I'm discussing with Chip, but we probably have 4 teams play on one day. So we don't have to be split deck. So we'll just play one match at 9 o'clock and one match at 10 o'clock. We'll try to broadcast it live, but they will play their match. So assuming we have 5 teams in Division 1, they will play a round robin over 2 months. Okay. So every Sunday, we will play their match.
So it's an accumulation of points over the weekend.
Kind of like the football Premier League, but everyone is going to chase this. So for me, I mean, I'll be honest with everyone, as I always have. It's a kind of a win-win for everyone in that, one, my resources are not strained. I don't have to take the whole field out like we normally do. I mean, you know, that's the biggest cost, is to move this field around. Right. 2, we hit the SOPs for the pandemic right on the button. We are at 50% capacity. We don't get more than 50% capacity in there. Both teams are inside there. In fact, we probably can go up to 4 teams if they play at different times. So 9 to 10, one team, 10 to 11, the next team. So we legitimately only 20 people should be there, excluding refs. So this one also, because we're only playing one match, we don't need as many refs. So we probably have less refs on the field just watching that one match. And the refs will have a great day because instead of standing there from 9 o'clock to 5 p.m., you're only going to watch 2 matches and go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I okay, yeah. If I am okay, I'm wearing the hat of like a participant, right?
yeah.
If I'm the participant of your event and I say, okay, I want to
Mhm.
join David's league, I
Yeah.
would think that okay, now that I've gotten my gear back, I've cleaned my gun, I've gotten everything ready, I
Yeah.
go to the field, and instead of a usual 6 games race 2 format, now I'm gonna play 1 game and then balik kampong liao.
That's
Ah.
right.
So
Okay,
to
but
me,
yeah. But here's the other thing. We are going to go to Mercy 5 for the Division 1.
okay. At least 5
Okay,
games.
so we're playing Mercy 5
Okay.
in 10 minutes.
Okay,
So
I
finally, I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to try and move the Mercy rules up as quickly
Right.
because we're getting left behind with this Mercy 3. I mean, Mercy
Yes.
3 is, as you know, is D3 back in the States and in Europe.
Okay.
So it's going to be Mercy 5, but 4-pot like SPS does. So you're not shooting that much. But
Yes.
and in 10 minutes, I don't think you get to 19 points like they do in the US now. It's just going to give I feel again we're testing it. We're just going to give a team a chance to come back from 4-0. I'd love to see that once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To come back from 4-0 to win 4-4. That's the kind of thing that keeps the team feeling like next year I want to come back and play. You know what I mean? That's kind of my feeling.
And you're going to run this like a actual league with the referees around the field.
That's right.
Okay,
so
we're going to hire the referees to be there.
Correct. We'll have refs, a full set. No, we're not going to have the full 12, 13 refs. We'll have probably 6 refs.
Okay.
Because again, it's not going to be so intense that they have to watch so many games. You're going to watch 1 game. If 6 of you can't watch the 1 game properly, right. So again, it's something that I'll have to discuss with the refs. But that's again, it's going to be something new. So this open division, again, I chose open division because the guys are supposed to be the most professional and they're supposed to, in the end, help me a little bit to try this format out. Because if it really works next year, again, I don't see me setting up a 70, 80 team NXL event in the next 6 months, you know what I mean? And we really have to plan something in advance. And for an event organizer like yourself, you could appreciate having to know what we're in for in terms of pallets for the next 2, 3, 4 months in terms of tournaments, because I'll have your schedule out by next week. Everyone's schedule's out, so you're gonna know. Okay, you're gonna play 1 point, but listen, you can stay back if you want to. I have a second field up. You can train for the following week because you might have a back-to-back game. You know what I mean, with your teammates. And I allow a big roster for a 10-person roster, which is crazy considering you're only gonna play 1 point
every week. Yeah, they can change every week.
And it'll allow for people like we've got some guys like Waxers, right? In Malaysia, they've got a big following from Sarawak. So like four guys from the Sarawak side are in that team. So they'll want to come as well, but they can't come every week. You know what I mean? So they still want to have their name on the roster.
They can schedule and take their turns to play.
That's right. So in this way, I also get to roster lock people, which is a sort of loosely termed word, but you guys we can try it out for 2 months. You still can keep your team together for 2 months.
You might pick up years. Yeah. It's a good idea.
So it's a kind of like an evolving idea. So we're going to start off. It's going to be first week of October, but it will evolve into something bigger next year. So we'll probably include D3, D2. It will start going all the divisions. We might go split deck. Well, depends on how the SOPs go for regulations and stuff. But it's more controllable for me as a field owner to have something like this. Okay. So I can predict a lot better what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and we can collect points. Yeah.
Understand. Totally understand. Anyone who has any questions for Gooch about his league, now is the time to throw the questions out there. And also, I believe that the reason of us, well, as a field owner or even like an event organizer to organize this is mainly to get the players active. Because like myself, sitting at home not doing anything, you rather to have activity that you can look forward to every weekend.
Correct. And for the last 3 weeks, all we do is spar with each other. You got Eric Tai fucking overshooting me every week. You know what I mean? I say, okay, we'll try that in the tournament now. I'll probably get you pulled for that shit,
Okay, that's great, man. So thank you for sharing.
That's the basis of what it is. So we'll try to get it up live so that every Sunday morning there's something to watch for you guys. Please. And you don't have to stay long. You're going to watch one match only probably, right? So you can watch the match. It'll probably be a short show for half an hour, something like you're doing, but we'll probably talk more about the tournament, and then we'll show that as the showcase, the event of the day, and then we'll wrap up. And every week we try to do that, So I don't know whether you see that as something interesting. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
So
my aim, I think, whether is it interesting or not interesting, the idea is to get people involved. Right now,
Yeah.
that's what the sport needs, right?
Correct.
Because unlike those individual sports, cycling, jogging, you can do it in your own pace. But as a team sport, where COVID is around, it's so difficult to get a team sport going. So I think at least the effort is definitely there to run the event. We have a question here. So Pete is asking, entrance fee, will it increase? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
No, it's cheaper entrance fee. You pay once because, again, for me, you get the savings because I don't have to set the field up outside. So I make a lot of savings on my infrastructure, right? So I have a lot of the infrastructure already that I own. NXL stuff, I got like boards, I got all the bunkers, I got an air system, I got everything, which I don't have to move. So I make a lot of savings there. So now typically at an NXL event, we'll charge you about 1,000 ringgit entrance fee for open division. But to play this for 2 months, you only pay $500. Right, ringgit.
Okay.
So 500 ringgit is between 10 people. It's like $50 each. I think. What is that? Is that $1 Sing now?
No.
Ringgit has gone down the tube, so that's probably like $2 Sing.
That's great. Chehok says accreditation of SPS. Sorry, Chehok, I don't understand what you mean by that. Can you elaborate a little bit? Okay, if you can elaborate a little bit on your question, and if it's a question for Gush to answer, and then at least you know how to answer it properly. Okay. How many teams do you expect to join the tournament?
Okay, we've had a lot of people want to join, but I want to keep the team limit down because here's the second thing. I have some interns from you won't believe it. I got some interns from a university, a nearby university at Kenyon, and they have 4 students who are graduating with a sports event management degree.
Wow.
So their thesis is going to be this event.
Wow.
So I'm actually going to be behind it, but I'm going to let these kids run it. So they're going to run it. So you can already see the video was shot by them, the some of the graphics on the logo, and it's all done by them. We have a new way of registering players. It's done by them. So they're going to do a lot of that stuff. So I'm kind of just like backing them. And they're paintballers as well. I'm going to try so it's like trying to breed the next generation of people like us.
It's really good.
Yeah, because so when I'm gone or you are gone, there's going to be somebody going to run events in this country, man.
It's good. You see, the thing is, we are always blinded by the things that we know, right? So sometimes I thought I know this, but actually there's a bigger world out there. And that's where the students will come in and use their degree education to come and
especially they think outside of the paintball box, right? The problem with us, we live in this paintball box and we're stuck in in this paintball world, and sometimes someone comes from outside the paintball world and gives you a brilliant idea, and then it just evolves into something, and that's where we need to go with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This paintball is I find that here in Asia we've been stuck in a rut for too long, and I tried to break out, and I think just as we were getting success with NXL Asia, we got hit with this COVID. And I tell you what, I dare say this online. This idea with the WXNL, the women's one, I came up with the idea first. Me and Jane were going to put that in NXL 2020. You asked Jane. We were going to do that for NXL 2020. There were 3 legs planned out, and Jane was going to run the ladies' event. You know what I mean?
He stole your event. He stole
it from her anyway. I told her, look, I've got extra medals. We'll put it in. We'll put that division in. And you know what? I bred 2 teams from Canyon Paintball of ladies just to enter the event. We were going to go for 7 teams. I think you got you guys had the Taiwanese girls, a couple of 2 girls teams from Singapore. I would have come up with 2 teams from Canyon Paintball. We would have had 7 or 8 teams there. Tom's going for 8 teams. We would have had maybe 10 from Asia, man.
Yeah, we were actually working on one team that was supposed to come from Europe. So you're going to have at least a European female team on.
Yeah, so
things just didn't happen the way we want. Yeah.
So
Pedro has one question. Pedro has one question. Interesting format, but will it come to a point where a team play only once a month?
No. Right now, like I said, if we do 5 teams, so even if we have 20 teams and they're broken into 4 groups, right, and they can play split deck, they will always play a minimum of 2 to 3 games a month. So that's the way it is you play. And the way that it's been, if I'm not mistaken, with the teams that we have now, you will play 2 home games and 2 away games. So this month you play on this side, next month you play on the other side. Okay. Sort of, that's the way that the chip is broken up. I still haven't seen the final breakdown of the schedule yet.
In any case, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen on the 1st of October.
3rd of
So
October, Sunday. Every Sunday,
every Sunday. So
October.
next Sunday, you start next Sunday, right?
Is it the 3rd of October next Sunday?
3rd of October. Let me check. I'm not so sure.
No, we still have another month. 2 more weeks.
Oh, 2 more weeks. Okay. So
Yeah.
3rd of October. Okay, great.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of noise about this next week. Don't worry. As soon as we
So
finalize
everyone,
the teams.
do stay tuned to this. I'm hoping to see a new format out there. Watching some Asia Paintball live on a webcast. Yeah, hopefully things gets going over there for you, and
Tough,
I
man.
hope that you stay safe as well.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Anything else you want to add before I let you go?
No, I just, I would have come down for this last event in your SPS. I would come at least for 1 or 2 of the events.
Yeah.
So it's killing a lot of our traveling players now that we can't go and play. We would be planning by now to go to WPC. We would be planning to go to play SPS. In fact, this year we wanted to go to NXL. So many plans gone to, so it's just kind of disappointing. So if guys like us who are capable to go are let down and still feel like we want to organize and still want to play, the rest of you guys should get off your ass. You know what I mean? I've been disappointed so much this last 2.5 years. I should have quit paintball. A lot of our seniors have given up, but I'm still in it. I'm still passionate about it, and I hope that people watching, we've been hit so much now, especially Ben and myself, the last 2 years. We're still here. So if we can be hit like that and still be here, you as players just need to oil up your gun and turn up. You know what I mean?
Not easy. Okay,
not easy, man.
We have a lot of comments suddenly all came in. Good, you're the best tournament organizer. And then we have people who say that where can we catch this live? I'm sure you'll be updated. More advertisements will come
again,
out on Facebook.
Ben, as you know, if I'm only running 1 team a week, I don't know whether we have a budget to run a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of like a break even. You're lucky to get out of the thing because we're going to give prize money based on 1 division playing, 4 matches each. So we just got the idea is to just get the format going to see if people like it and that we don't break any SOP laws, and we can show that we can play safely. That's the idea. Then next year it will look like it's always an investment in paintball. When do we ever see money coming back? I don't know. It's always let's invest in the future to see it come, and then you always get hit. Like I said, I'm still here and I'll still keep going. So hopefully we can still get the support. And I love to see Singapore people, man. You guys are still hanging on there. You guys been pretty. Last year you were hit before us. We were in first, I remember. Right?
Yeah.
You were shut down first. Then you guys got back in. Then we were hit. And then now we're coming back out. We're hit again. It's crazy.
One by one.
One by one. They're trying to finish us off. I'm determined not to let this thing beat me, to be honest with you. I'm determined.
Okay, man. So thank you, man. Thanks,
right, thank you so much for having me, man. See you guys, man.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Man. All right, see you next time. Okay, everyone. That's David Gooch from Malaysia, NXL, Asia, owner of Canyon Paintball as well. So it's good to have him here to share a little bit of what's happening in Malaysia, right? So this is the aim of the show, right? The aim of the show is to get people from across the world to come in and tell us a little bit about what's happening there over at their place, given that COVID has already hit us and we are unable to travel as much as we used to, right? So over the last couple of shows, we have brought people from Brunei, and from Japan, and now we have Gooch with us, right? And Gooch will so keep a lookout for his event, right? Those who want to find out, just go to Canyon Paintball page, and I'm not too sure if he's going to post news on the NXL Asia page though, but go to the Canyon Paintball page, you definitely find information there, given that it's called the League Cup, right? So Marco said a league will be interesting, okay? And Marcus said that it'll be interesting if there's a league format in a 1-day event for 3 leagues. 1-day event for 3 leagues. Yeah, so it's like one day event. In fact, we've been doing 1-day events all this while, right? But a league format, so you accumulate points, and then for every week, is it? For every week. I'm assuming you're talking about every week come, right? Okay, so that all this can be explored, definitely, right? And in fact, the English, those who have watched the English Premier League football, that kind of league format will be interesting, right? You play like a season, you play a couple of games. The only thing is, at the start, usually you get a lot of commitment, but as you run all the way to the league, you start to differentiate the better teams against the not so good teams, and then the not so good teams, given that they are demoralized over the course of playing over the many weeks, you see that they might not even show up when it's their turn to play. So this is the part that you have to we have to be very careful when it comes to organizing an event, right? Want to be fair, but to everyone, but at the same time to understand the concern that the teams might have if one team doesn't do so well for the event. So yeah, but definitely it's something that we can explore. Fado says use Zoom. I'm not sure Zoom can be used for live feed though. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Can it be used for live feed? I'm not sure because you need to get connected, right? Even like finding the different angles. It has to be off a laptop. You need to have 4 laptops, right? And the laptops has to be, I don't know, centralized in one place. I'm not sure. I'm not the technical guy, right? I'm not the technical guy. But if you know and you think it can be done, of course, in a more cost-effective way, please let me know. I'm willing and more than happy to explore what we can do with Zoom, right? Zoom is so popular. Everybody knows how to use Zoom. So we should make use of all this new technology, right? I say new technology because technology can be new and old. Zoom in this case is new because everybody knows how to use Zoom already. Okay? Zoom, then the laptop got shot. Yeah, laptop got shot. Then how? Laptop got shot. I jialat. Okay? Too much money. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Now, we have not end the show, right? So the interview that we have with Gooch came in like an impromptu. I saw him online. It's good to have him here. But we still have one last topic to talk about, and that is, and Asman said you need a mixer to mix more than one camera inputs. More than one camera input in. Okay, I'm not too sure. Right? I'm not too sure. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? Okay. Anything that's more cost effective that can bring us better footages, I'm all in, right? I'm all in. Anything that can cost us more money, given the current state of what paintball is right now, I'm not too sure. Okay, so let this be a very honest opinion of mine, right? We always want to have the best of the world, right? But what can we do based on our resources? I think that will be a better plan for us moving forward, right? Given that we open close, open close, like what, like some girls that I know, open close. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's for another session. Okay, all right, guys. Last part of the show, I would like to talk about this thing here. Okay, and that is the supply chain. Okay, I know this is very boring. Most of y'all would feel that this is something that is not important to you, but I can tell you that it is very important. For one reason, because it will affect you and it will affect us. It will affect everybody. As long as you are playing paintball, it will affect you. Okay, so everybody knows that COVID has been around for 2 years already. Those who doesn't know, put your hands up. I don't think anybody doesn't know. Right? Okay, so with COVID, right, this has done a lot of damages. It has done a lot of damages to the economy. Not just the way that the economy works, but the whole entire flow of things moving forward, right? Because of COVID, it affects a lot of people have to stay indoor. People cannot be at work, right? So in terms of productivity, it goes down. In terms of efficiency, it goes down. In terms of being able to produce things as how we used to, has definitely lessened, and that has definitely an impact on paintball. Even though right now you might not see it, because I'm sure and I'm pretty sure when COVID happens, all the paintball field across Asia just basically shut down, right? Or they slow down in terms of their output, right? But as things gets back up, right, given that the depletion of the resources over time, things has to be replenished. And what I'm talking about today is basically very focused on the supply chain. Now, just let me show you this picture that I've done. It's a very, I use pictures instead of telling you words and nobody read into the words. So in short, you can see the COVID-19 virus. It affects the raw material, all right? Materials that are needed to produce paintballs in this case, because we're talking about paintball, all right? And there is a shortage of people producing it because of COVID-19, right? So paintballs are produced in many parts of the world. Over here in Asia, we mainly use Indian paints. We have Canadian paints, we have Korean paints, we have paints from China. All right, so paints come from everywhere across the world. But you might be thinking that this doesn't really affect us in Asia, but it does. Okay, on the biggest perspective, it does. You might not feel the effect now, but it will come to you later. All right, not just as a consumer, but also as a field operator. Now, whatever I'm putting here is a bit technical, lah. So if it gets bored, for you, see you next time. But if this interests you a little bit, we're talking about a little bit about the mechanics of how a paintball industry can be transformed eventually. I need to know all this, right? Because we are always looking forward. We're not looking at what happens after COVID, right? We're looking at what happens after COVID and what can we do beyond that, right? So it's a lot of planning, because we cannot wait until the time when COVID is over. Then we say, hey, okay, COVID is over, let's start planning. Too late already. Okay, by then things would have changed. So for me, I'm always forward thinking. I'm thinking like maybe a few steps, right? 10 steps ahead of most of you, all right? Most of whoever is thinking, mainly for the paintball business. So with the resources increasing, there's also a lack of supply because the factories are closed. People cannot produce fast enough. And then this leads to a very simple analogy of economics, which is supply and demand, right? So when there's lesser supply and the demand is high, then things becomes expensive, right? So because of that, money will increase. Now look into this arrow here, right? The arrow on the right, and then you move down all the way down to the shipping. The shipping will be affected. Why? Because if anyone doesn't know right now, the shipping cost is like super crazy high. Anyone in the shipping industry? I know one Harriel, you're in the shipping industry. If you are still online, let us know if this is true, right? If I'm trying to bullshit anybody. Okay, so the shipping industry has turned into a different industry altogether. The shipping now is like super expensive. You want to ship anything else from anywhere in the world, things are very expensive, especially when you're doing through a cruise ship, right? A cargo ship. Sorry, not a cruise ship, a cargo ship. So the cargo ship, where it fills all the container, things are getting more expensive. And the reason for that is because the ports have been closed for a long time, and all these this cargo ship are all docking at the dock, waiting for their goods to be unloaded, to be sold. So right now, a lot of ships are out there in the sea, and the ports are very, very, very busy. Why? Because everyone is so used to staying at home now. Everybody start ordering things online, right? You order your food, you order your apparel, you order your sport equipment, furniture, everything can be ordered online. And with this demand, and not just yourself, imagine the whole world is doing that, the demand in terms of shipping increases. All right, and therefore there is a priority list. Which one needs to go first? Which one needs to go later? And because of that, again, boils back to the demand and supply, right? The highest bidder will get the price. Okay, and with that, the shipment of everything else increase. So this is not only just shipping. You're talking about carrier, right? You're talking about forwarders. You're talking about truckers. So down this whole entire supply chain of logistics, many areas and sectors of people are involved, and therefore going into what I call as like a top speed. Everyone is like working very hard, right? And when everyone works very hard, you need laborers, right? You need people who can work. Of course, when people cannot work because of COVID, or factories are shut, and the demand is high, that's where you get a backlog, right? So things starts to become a snowball effect. More and more goods are being waited. More and more things are waiting to be shipped out. More and more things are waited to be cleared at the cargo ports, and therefore this gives a transformation into the whole shipping industry. Now, if I am the person who are involved in any of these three, let's say I'm either the freight forwarder, right, or I'm the shipper, or I'm the logistic warehouse that store all the goods, and I'm the trucker. what do you think I will do given that there's such a high demand? What do you think? I will definitely increase my price, right? Now, by increasing that price, that will lead to a lot more other things, right? So if I'm involved in any of these four areas that I've spoken about, trucking, shipping, logistic handling, and warehouse, I will definitely increase my price, right? Now, for some of you will be thinking like, "Lama, it doesn't affect us lah because we're in Asia. This one only affects China and all the way to US and Europe." No, it does affect us. You know why? Now, I'm going to tell you why. You see the container picture over there? Now, in the whole world, I've done my research. In the whole world, all right, there are a lot of containers, right? There are a lot of containers. Now, 80% of these containers comes from China. Okay, 80% of these containers come from China. Now, China at this moment is running in a shortage of containers, And you know why? Because all the shipment that has been sent out to everywhere else in the world, all the ports are closed. So the truckers cannot truck the containers out. They cannot release the goods to the consumer. So what happens? So they take their own time. When they take their own time, the containers are not going back to China in an empty state where they can load another load to go out to the rest of the world. So when the containers cannot come back in time, then a lot of containers need to be made. So basically, you have to reproduce more container. Now, when you reproduce more container, you say, "Alamak, easy lah, just make more containers, no? Easy what?" Yeah, easy. But if I'm the guy who's making all the container, what do you think I will do? I will increase the price, right? Because I know there's a demand, right? Again, back to the demand and supply. So, guys, let me give you this last picture that I have prepared. It's the last chart here to show you what's the impact here. Okay, so this chart is taken quite updated. It's actually September 22nd, 21st. It's just this chart was only computed a few days ago. So I got this chart from this website called the Drewry website, right? So these guys are basically researchers of the maritime shipment. So they give you statistics, they give you number of ships out there, they give you how heavy the shipping is and all that, right? So these guys are the people that are computing this chart. Now, if you look at this chart, just 1 year ago, right? I've put two arrows, the lower arrow here, just 1 year ago, the shipment of a 40-foot container is only $2,000. $2,000. Right now, 1 year later, you see how many times the amount has increased? 5 times. It's $10,000 for a 40-foot container, empty, just to get your equipment shipped out, without anything in there, is $10,000 just to ship one container, 40-footer. Okay? And I can tell you, right, for me, right, personally at Red Dynasty Paintball Field, we have also felt that, okay, because we have recently ordered a new container of paints, and not only it is very much delayed now, okay, we are paying a hefty price to get the container in, which is why, for those who know, we have recently sent out a statement, like an update for everyone. Not that it's going to happen, but it will happen, right? Sooner or later, maybe, if this thing doesn't stop, okay? And if I'm the 4 sectors that I've been talking about, including this guy who makes a container, all right, if I'm making so much money and I know that there's a demand and this COVID thing is going to be around, I tell you, it's the darkest industry ever for shipping industry. And anyone else who's in the shipping industry can tell me, these prices are all plucked from the sky. How much I said that thing will cost is how much I'm telling you now. Okay, which means there is literally a price that is being set by no one, right? Again, supply and demand. You set you 9,000 or what? You get customer. Okay, anyone else? This guy is charging you 9,000. You want my service? Okay, I'll charge you 10,000, and which is why the price of that has increased from 2,000 to 10,000. I'm going to paint you another scenario. Everyone, you know the Christmas is coming. And when Christmas is coming, what do? You buy Christmas gifts, you buy ornaments, you buy the Christmas tree and all that, right? And all this involves a lot of shipping, right? Mainly from where? From China, right? Because they mass produce to everywhere else in the world. Now, let's not think too small. Just think of one e-commerce site. And then there are maybe thousands and millions of e-commerce sites all over the world. And everyone's doing shipping. How well do you think this thing is going to go down for all of us? I can share with you that this is going to go down hard, very hard. Okay? And if you are not affected yet, any few owners who are watching, I hope I'm not scaring everyone, but I'm telling you right now, what can you do? Now that I've given you this this situation, right? Wow, bo pian, all the prices are going up. What can you do? What can you do is very simple. Okay, start to look for your resources early. Okay, shipping costs can be booked early if you do it early enough. Okay, otherwise, trust me, the cost is going to go up as we hit Christmas period, going to the New Year. Chinese New Year is coming, and the Chinese guys don't want to work, and Chinese New Year is a 1 month off work. People don't work during Chinese New Year for 1 month in China. Can you imagine how much the paint is going to cost you when it arrives at your field, when it is passed down to your consumer? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you this, that this is only a very small industry that we're talking about in Asia. Okay, in Canada, in US, where more people are playing paintball, where the demographics of people playing paintball is huge. All right, I go to a paintball field many years ago. I took a site. I went there for a recce. I met the owner. Okay, and the owner told me, I can't remember what was the name of the place already. Let me think. Pev's Paintball, right? Pev's Paintball, right? In Florida, no, I can't remember where is it, right? Okay, in Florida, I can't remember the exact place. But Pev's Paintball, the owner told me that in his paintball field, he accommodates about 1,500 players every week. 1,500 players. Okay, tell me any paintball field that has 1,500 players in Asia. I don't think anyone can say that. I don't think there's not even 100 players. You get 100 players, you'll be very happy. But they accommodate 1,500 players. Now, if they have that kind of volume, if they are not buying local, okay, if they are buying overseas, if the raw material requires to be imported from overseas, can you imagine how much money it's going to cost them to produce a box of paints? A lot of money, okay? And over here in Asia, we are a smaller industry. So being a smaller industry, we are always at the mercy of a lot of people, because why? We don't make big orders. We probably get a 40-foot container, in 3 months, 4 months, I don't know, right? Depending on how much volume you guys shoot. But if you don't prepare that enough, your small volume will end up to be a very high cost eventually. Okay, so it's either you pay very expensive and continue the business, or you start taking a short break by making the orders early, planning for it earlier. Okay, so I hope I'm not scaring anybody. I'm sorry to the rest of you if this thing is a bit boring, but to me this is very interesting, because I've been in the paintball industry for almost 14 years already, right? So this is something that I do on a daily basis, right? I look into the market. I think about what else we can do to lower the cost, and what else can we do to make sure that paintball is still affordable, and being able to play and enjoy like a usual hobby, right? Not a hobby that's very expensive, but people that can come and play. It's something that I look into very closely, right? So if this interests you, let me know, right? And I might come up with more of these topics if anyone is interested. In fact, for those who doesn't know, I'm also thinking about running a course for field owners. So anybody who's interested, who's running a field of your own, who wants to have some ideas on what you can do to make your paintball field a little bit more profitable, or any inspiring entrepreneurs out there from anywhere across the world who are thinking of setting up a paintball field, I'm thinking of setting up a course, all right? A course that will be able to guide you along. I believe that having 14 years of experience in running a paintball business, I would have had something else to share with anyone who's interested to pick up some of this knowledge, right? Like what David Good say, right? Is trying to pass on to anyone who's interested. So thank you so much, everyone who's here and watching the show. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys stay healthy, and I hope you guys keep yourself safe indoors. I'll see you guys on Sunday at the paintball field. All right. So anyone else has anything else to add, please let me know. Otherwise, over the next 1 or 2 minutes, I'm going to lock out already. Thank go. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Wayne. Thank you, Chehok. And thank you, Marco. Thank you so much. And Roy, thank you so much. Stay safe in Brunei. I know the cases are going high. All right. So stay safe and keep yourself well. All right. I'll see you guys in my next show. Thank you, everybody. 谢谢。见光见血，这全部都是血。Hey, any of y'all watch this show? I on Netflix called the Squid Game. It's pretty good, I think. Squid Game, right? I finished watching already. Right? I finished watching, but for those who hasn't had the time to watch, Netflix Korean show is called Squid Game. It is a very interesting show, I feel, and it's very it touches a lot on the human side, right? A lot of dilemma that we have, a lot of human side to the story. So I will introduce you to this show called it's not Play Sotong. Play Sotong is the one is Play Sotong. You want to see my sotong? I want to see my sotong. But not that sotong, okay? Squid Game. Okay, go check it out. Korean show, Netflix. Okay, otherwise, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Watch out for the official tournament, official announcement, guys. Okay, and take care, everybody. Bye-bye.